Hello there and welcome with Arcanum of Steamwork Magic Obscura. Where last time we discovered some shenanigans going on in this most holy temple of Nasruddin, where they actually had one of the saints who miraculously ascended to the spirit world. Well, we found his corpse stuffed into the crypt of what was supposed to be their first Messiah figure. And it looked like it was not being said that the corpse was not stuffed there. Well, it wasn't a corpse when they stuffed the saint there. Also, the corpse did not seem to agree with being stuffed there, because there was apparently nail marks and scratching on the inside of the sarcophagus. And about that scratching, it wrote something weirdly out, which we are going to be discussing now with the historian of the temple here, Gunther Wilhelm. Yes, what is it?
Hello there, Gunther. Do you have a minute?
What is it that you'd like to know?
I've discovered something weird about Nasruddin. Or the remains, who don't his remains.
Really? And what exactly did you find?
Oh, well, like, it was like a human, not an elf, and he was missing a finger, so it really looks like the body of that Saint Mannix fella. And, yeah, he was apparently in that tomb and he didn't like it very much, because he was scratching and stuff, and wrote weird stuff in his own blood on the lid.
Gunther's silent for a long time. I see, this is very interesting. I too have recently discovered something which might make sense of this. But tell me, friend, your interest in this matter, is it solely out of archaeological curiosity? It would seem your motivation go much deeper. We have been told that he probably is open to the whole living one business.
So, yeah, I got some. Like, I'm like supposed to be a saint and stuff.
I see. So you're telling me you are the sole survivor of the IFS Zephyr crash?
Yeah.
Gunther is silent for a long time. Then a smile comes over his face and he takes your hand in his. I was wondering when you were going to tell me. I've been looking for you for a long time. You know, the rumors are abound and we heard you might come a-calling. I'm so very glad you decided to put your trust in me.
That's nice. Were you touching my tra-la-la there, Gunther? Don't, touching my tra-la-la is fine, but don't be touching my ding-ding-dong. Now, what do you make of this whole mystery then?
Interesting. It seems that the proverbial wool has been pulled over our eyes, but for what reason? I suppose it could be that early church elders believe that an ascension story might strengthen the people's belief, but at the cost of another man's life. I find that very difficult to believe. But I have found something that I believe may confirm that those remains are indeed false.
Well, besides that, it's like a human skull.
Yes, besides that.
Actually, there was something. Look, actually, that's first I hear. What do you find, Gunther?
I found a teeny weeny string bikini. But also, remember I told you I was working on the older translations? I found another passage of it that was very inconsistent with the Arcanum that we read today. Have you heard the message that talks about the final resting place of Nasruddin?
Yeah, Alexander told me that the southernmost tip of the land.
Well, today's Arcanum reads, Nasruddin traveled to the southernmost tips of the land and laid himself to rest. The copy I have been translating says almost the exact same thing, except for one slight difference. It reads, Nasruddin crossed the waters and traveled to the southernmost tips of the land.
So, he went on a boat.
I am saying I don't think Nasruddin was buried here in Caledon. We've always just assumed that the scriptures were speaking of the mainland. And of course, when the remains were found, no one ever bothered to look again.
So where do you think his remains are?
The southernmost tip of any land in Arcanum is the Isle of Thanatos. To the south of here, I think it might be where you should go next. I might ask you for a favor. If you have time for a leave, perhaps you could uncover the truth behind Saint Manox. There are men who are here who would be interested in finding the responsible party.
I might just do that, but what do you think of all this?
I don't know, friend. Perhaps there is something about the actual remains of Nasruddin which they are afraid of. You should seek the final resting place, and there I think you'll find some answers.
Oh well, thank you, but I've got some more questions.
Hello again. Have you discovered anything about the remains of Nasruddin?
Yeah, there was this whole message written in blood, and it was real grisly.
I can tell you this. 2 words of the message you saw. The first means opposite. The second means truth. As for to the broken ring, I have no idea.
Alright, thank you. I'll look further into this.
Thank you, friend. I look forward to hearing whatever you might uncover. I think we should bring this to the archaeologist. That might shed more light on this. Oh, he is haunted eyes. And he's not going to speak with us.
Hello, Alexander. I've got some questions again.
Of course, honest man. I live to serve.
I've been uncovering some strange things going on here.
Really? Just what are you talking about?
Look, I've been inside Nasruddin's crypt, and that's real concerning.
And what did you find?
I made some observations regarding the crypt and the remains.
Alexander's fist clenched when you tell him of Manox. You see that he... I did not know he wanted to tell everything straight at once, but okay. You can see that he is just barely containing his rage. I see. If you find out what all of this means, return to me. If indeed the blood of Manox was spilled for some darker plot, you can be assured there will be retribution. I swear it by my life. Was there anything else?
Well, it was a human skull.
Svender's face goes hard as stone.
This is grave news. Grave news. Did you make that joke on purpose?
No, absolutely not.
Oh.
Obviously, the remains are fake. If you would find out more of what this all means, return to me. Is there anything else?
I should go now.
Now we should indeed go and solve this matter. So we still have... I think actually our journal might have some information that will spell the clues out a bit clearer. Which go to. Let's go. Wonder if we can make it to the 1900s. Right, so it's now 1881. We're 6 years on with our quest. So, opposite and truth, he does not know what the broken rings means. Yeah, this. Is there any hint about the broken ring? Because... No, it does not say directly in the broken ring. Okay. So the truth is, as we told him,
You're bothering me?
The whole final battle was what happened when he banished Aranax at the rune of, or at the ring of Broxigar back in Roseboro. That actually is. So we should go there and have a check up with that matter. So back to Roseboro we go. See if we can find some clues here. Alright, safe journey. We're here at night, which might be good. Might not be good. We need to ask some questions here. We probably should have talked with Alexander about finding the resting place or such of Manox, but the clue here is that, yeah, so it's opposite. Actually, I think the plague or the plaque about the ring of Broxigar might tell us a bit more. So we should get back to Roseboro and learn a bit about this place. Wonder if anyone has anything to say about Roseboro. Should maybe have a chat with some of our companions. So let us go and chat with Jeffrey.
What is it you're bothering me with now? Yes,
Jeffrey has nothing to say. Okay.
What is it you need? What do you want to know?
Any useful information?
I can tell you that Thanatos is no day in the park.
Oh, okay.
I, for one, am looking forward to the pure thrill of combat against seemingly insurmountable odds. It will be a glorious death, eh?
You're going a little bit Klingon there, Logier.
How can I help you?
I've got some questions for you, Magnus.
What do you need to know?
What do you know about the All of Thanatos, then?
I'm not quite sure I heard you right. Were you asking me about islands again? I know you weren't asking me about islands.
Okay. Magnus has his thing about islands. Gar.
Yes, sir. What would you have me do?
God, do you have anything interesting
What
to say
can I
about
answer
islands?
for you?
Nope.
Okay. Gar's really running out of dialogue. I think we'll replace him soon. Virgil.
What is it that you want of me?
I've got some questions.
What can I answer for you?
Yeah, Virgil has no more dialogue, and there is a reason for that.
what is
which
it you're
we'll be
bothering me with
discussing-
now?
Honestly, we'll be discussing that very soon. Let's just quickly read the plaque, see if we can get some info. Introduce card from the old runes and numbers. This stone was found in the middle of the ring of Broxigar. The meaning of it is unknown. It has been moved here to protect it from the ravages of tourism. Okay, that does not tell me as much as I like to. So let us go back to the ring, see if we can find our clues there, guys. Basically, there is some direction as to where they found the bones of Nasruddin, but as it says in the thing, it is opposite of truth. That was a nice little shine that stone had there. So I believe if we actually, instead of going near here, actually go away from here near the coast, we might find the true place of the remains. Ah! Hello there. Yeah, that's interesting. There is a little thing in the dirt here. That is a key. And here is another. Let's see if we can find more of these clue stones. I kind of lost the clue stone. That's unfortunate. Here we go. Okay. Let's see if we can find another somewhere. Ah, hello. The stone fold looks ancient. The inscription on the face reads, "You must know the words to open the door." Ah! Okay, apparently we know it's truth. Okay. The Journal of Saint Manox and the Sword of Manox. Okay, so this seems to be where he truly perished. was not taken up. Let's actually read the journal. The truth says the journal St. Manos. The third harvest of 1108. Kryn Erden himself appointed me first acolyte today. I feel fortunate to have finally met him, as his days seem to be near over. I was overwhelmed with the prideful emotion at the thought that I was now to carry on the most important task of maintaining the wards. First of Darkfall, 11/8. I presided over my first Panarii council today. All went well, and we established without a doubt the divinity of Nasruddin. The usual debate ensued, but this time we were able to convince those on the council who still held doubts that Nasruddin was indeed sent by the gods to lead us into this world. 13th of Darkfall, 11/8. My mind is troubled. An elf by the name of Khan Hua descended from the mountains today and has begun ingratiating himself into the council. He claims to be a son of an original elven council member. I am not so certain I believe him. The others have taken a liking to him though, and seem to have no doubts as to the veracity of his tale. I do not know why he makes me uncomfortable, but I feel a great distress when I am in his presence. 10th of New Sun, 1109. So that will be January probably. Ka'an Hua has brought several of his elven folk into the fold. Worse, he's beginning to spread heresy about the truths of the church. He has insinuated that the wards are merely an outward representation of an inward discipline, and that we all must cultivate, or some such nonsense. He trivializes the life of the great Nasruddin by offhandedly suggesting that he never existed. That the whole tale of Nasruddin and the banishment is allegorical. He has not been stating these prosperous theories outright, but I have engaged him in several philosophical debates on matters of doctrine, and have all but cornered him into admitting his beliefs. His animosity towards me is growing, but he is not my concern. It is the rest of the leadership. They welcome him. He offers an easier, less disciplined view of the Panarii life. 35th of New Sun, 1109. 35th? Then they definitely have some other monthly count of months and such, because obviously 35 days in a month, that's not possible. Or is it a 1? Could be a 1, but it looks like a 5. Anyway. Amidst my great turmoil, I have been delivered a sign. I was visited today by a physical manifestation of Nasruddin. I am certain of this, as I was tending to the wards, as I do these days, with no help from my brothers. He appeared to me. He asked me all manner of questions, and appeared pleased when I explained how I was maintaining the wards. We talked for what seemed hours, and he even tested my faith by hinting that he knew Nasruddin and that he was not divine. It was only after he departed that I realized I had actually been speaking with Nasruddin himself. I do not know from where this certainty comes from, but I am sure in my heart that it was him. 37. Yeah, no, there's definitely more counts in the month than there are in our calendar. Khan Hua means to kill me. Yesterday I confronted him with the news of my vision of Nasruddin, and he exploded with rage, calling me a heretic. Him calling me a heretic. I would laugh if the situation were not so desperate. I almost attacked him on the spot, but I called upon my trainer to calm my rage and quickly excused myself from his office. I then returned to my room to contemplate what my course of action should be. Later that night, as I was out performing my walking meditation, I was set upon by his elven cohorts. After killing several of them, I fled. I do not know what I shall do now. I know my life will end should I set foot in the temple again, but it is not my life that matters. The The truth of the Panarii must live beyond me. I can only imagine the lies that Kanhua has been spreading in my absence. The first solstice, 1109. My exile is at an end. I have meditated on my situation, and I know what I must do. I will return to the temple and declare what I know for all to hear. I will leave my writings safely here, along with my ceremonial sword. I feel my death is at hand. My soul I now commit in the hands of Nasruddin, Manox, first acolyte. Okay, and Kanhua is still, I believe, the high
How can I
priest
help you?
in the temple. I did not want to speak with you, Magnus, but fine. So that is a big, awful reveal. Time to go to the church and let's get a horrific righteous revolution or such going. Alright, back at the temple we probably should tell everyone. But let's speak with Gunther first. Yes, what is it?
Hello, Gunther. I have a moment.
What would you like to know?
I discovered the whole truth about Manox.
Is that so? What is it? Tell him of the journal. Gunther says nothing for a while. Then it seems we have been misled from the beginning, and now I see why these the first were called defenders of the gate. It seems we have all been we have a great responsibility that we shall begin to live up to.
What do you think we should do now then, Gunther?
Well, if you haven't already, please tell Alexander what you found. I would think he is going to want a very long talk with some of his superiors. I am glad I am not them.
Okay, me too, bye. Hello, Adrian.
Adrian looks at you with haunted eyes.
Adrian, I found the whole truth.
What is that? Tell him the whole story about Manox. Anger flares in Adrian's eyes.
The man was truly a saint and a warrior, and it seems we Panarii have been neglecting our true duties. That will no longer be the case.
He puts his hand to your shoulder. That is very impressive given the size difference that we have.
Thank you, my friend. You've done the church a great service. I'm glad to be of service. As a token of my appreciation, feel free to take the objects in the display cases. I can't tell you what they're good for, but they're yours all the same. The cases will now be open.
In justice. Thank you very much.
Would you do me a favor? Speak with Alexander of these things, if you haven't done those already. I am an old man and tired. There is little I can do to right this wrong, but Alexander is strong, and strongest of us all, and will know what to do. I envy not the man who finds Alexander finds responsible. I'll do that. But first, I'm gonna loot your stuff now.
Yes, because we really definitely want this glass key. It's gonna be very important very soon, and everything goes purple now. The Eye of Krakatoa. It's shiny. I don't know the use of that one right now. Maybe something to do with dragons. And Finger of Manox. Ooh. Poison resistant, increased critical chance, willpower, and +2 melee. That's quite good. That's really quite good. If we didn't need our necklace for the charisma down the line, I might, probably use that in some fights. That's very good.
Hello, Alexander. I've got something to tell you.
In the name of Nasruddin, I welcome you, my friend. How can I help you?
Hello, Alexander. I've got some questions.
Of course, honored one. I live to serve.
I've got something really important to tell you, Alexander. Are you listening? Are you listening to me? Hey, are you listening?
What did you find?
I found a journal. Here you go.
Alexander is silent for a long time. It seems we, the Panarii, have an important responsibility. Many of your troubles, living one, were born because we allowed ourselves to be deceived for many years. That will be no longer, and it seems that my family has been deceived and dishonored. I think I know to whom I must speak about this. He looks in the direction of the High Priest's chamber.
Yeah, I also found this sword. It's not very good, but you can have it.
Alexander is stunned beyond unbelieving. I never hoped to see this. It was lost so many years ago. I will put it to good use, I assure you. I'll put it in some evil people, I assure you.
Okay, oh good, bye.
He takes it in both his hands. Thank you, living one. Your help here has been invaluable. I wish you luck on your quest and in the coming conflict.
Goodbye.
Is he going to fight the High Priest? Oh, I would have liked to see him fight the High Priest. Okay, there is one final little thing about we should discuss, and that is a thing about Virgil. So, Virgil, you're not supposed to be here today. That's because Virgil is supposed to have a whole personal quest and stuff and is supposed to leave at the end of San Ang. But because we got right into a fight at the doors of San Ang, that never properly triggered for us. So, Virgil, you're not supposed to be here today. So we are going back to San Ang to see if that's now properly triggered. So, yeah. Well, let's just switch over to San Ang. And we are on the Fate Point. How nice. Okay, we're back in San Ang. The ogres have left after we killed the last of the not so happy dark elves here. We haven't killed Mingarat. We could do that.
Excuse me.
Here we go.
I have something I need to talk with you about.
Okay, what is it, Virgil?
I have to leave. There's something I need to do. Something I should have done a long time ago.
Look, there's bushes everywhere around here, Virgil. If you gotta go, you just gotta go. And you don't have to go far. Look, there's a bush right behind you. This is a dark elf woods anyway, so I don't mind you shitting on them all over them if you need.
Listen, I'm sorry things have to be this way. I stayed with you as long as I could. I tried to forget. But it burns within me. Won't leave me alone.
Right. Is it nano
I have to
machines?
go to Caledon. If I can, I'll return to you. If not, well, I wish you the best of luck.
I mean, we were just wandering around Caledon. This is like really weird. Virgil, why don't you let us help us? That's real easy.
I'm sorry. I have no choice. I can no longer live with it. I must go and do what must be done. Farewell, living one.
Oh, that reminds me.
Forgive me, but I must
something
go.
Foolish. We should strip him of all his equipment because he is going to. Well, we're not going to get that back. Oh well, I'll do that off screen real quick. But you know what? Now that Virgil's not here, that means it should be quite possible to just go over here and pick up Zahn, who has apparently left back towards this place again.
I didn't think I'd see you again. I thought perhaps you had finally decided to go on without me. Perhaps that would have been best.
No, that wouldn't be best. Can you join us again?
No, I think your group is too big already.
Oh, wait a
Was there
second.
anything else?
Wait a second. I'll just use drugs, and then you think it's fine. 1 second. So we just swallow this. Yeah, we just swallow this. Swallow a bit of this. Oh yeah, I'm all fucked up now. Join me, baby.
I didn't think I'd see you again.
Come on,
I
join
thought,
me, baby.
yes, I will join you. And to the end we must go.
Hey, here we go.
What is it you need?
That's nice. You know what? Let's do this all real good. Let's kill Mingarat too. Kill everyone if you do kill. That'll be cool.
I am awed by your abilities. Let the blood flow.
Okay, I like that battle cry. He does have a bit of Klingon in him. So let's go. That needs chance for a minute. Okay, that's Mingarat dead. I actually forgot to turn off the non-turn-based mode, but it's fine. There we go. Our beat-up crew handled it. So yay, everyone is dead. And we have a note of Mingarat. Let's read the note. Does it say, haha, Ogre fooled me? Stennar escaped from the void using unfinished gate pushed our time back table back a fair bit amount. The dwarves are now working on twice as hard to facilitate his imminent return to our Arcanum.
Well, it's not that imminent. They've been working at it for 6 bloody fucking years.
Please report on your progress in regards to the friendly Goth matter. Now we must destroy the device in order to ensure the success of our plans. Interesting. That's when we first heard of the Vendigroth matter. That's not something we heard of. Well, that might be worth investigating. For now, though, I think we'll call it an episode here. The next episode, we'll probably go and look for Virgil, or maybe get some other person for our party. I've been hearing that Gar can go. Gar has not been having anything interesting to say for the last bit, though. He doesn't even have anything to say about going to Thanaton.
Yes, sir. What would you have me do? What can I answer?
He has nothing to say about that, so that's a shame. So we'll leave it at that. Until next one, bye-bye.